The F-35 Lightning II was supposed to be the crown jewel of modern air superiority, a fifth-generation fighter jet with cutting-edge stealth, advanced sensors, and multi-role capabilities. But today, several countries are reconsidering their commitment to the US-made aircraft. Geopolitical uncertainties, reliability concerns, and restrictive conditions have made many nations rethink whether the F-35 is truly the best choice for their defense needs. Canada has long been a close US ally, but its $19 billion deal for 88 F-35AS is now under review. While the Canadian government has already accepted the first 16 jets, concerns remain about long-term costs and the unpredictability of US trade policies. Recent comments from former President Donald Trump suggesting NATO allies should not rely on US protection without increased defense spending have added further uncertainty. Additionally, past tariff disputes with Washington have raised fears that Canada could face restrictions on future maintenance and upgrades of its F-35 fleet. Some officials are now exploring alternative options, such as the Eurofighter Typhoon or an expanded fleet of Boeing Super Hornets. Portugal, a NATO member, has been weighing its future fighter jet options carefully. Defense Minister Nuno Melo recently expressed concerns over the unpredictability of US foreign policy, particularly in how it affects NATO commitments. Portugal, like many European nations, is considering a shift toward European-made fighters, such as the Eurofighter Typhoon or France's Dassault Rafale. With growing discussions around European defense autonomy, many NATO members are looking to reduce their dependence on American military hardware. Turkey's exclusion from the F-35 program dates back to 2019, when it purchased the Russian S-400 missile defense system. The US saw this as a security risk and expelled Turkey from the F-35 supply chain. However, Turkey has responded by accelerating its own indigenous fighter jet program. The Kayan, Turkey's first fifth-generation fighter, is being developed as a direct alternative to the F-35. At the same time, Turkey is in talks with the UK and Spain to acquire Eurofighter Typhoons, potentially reducing its reliance on US-made aircraft altogether. This shift reflects a broader trend of nations diversifying their defense procurement strategies. Reports suggest that Berlin is questioning its F-35 purchase due to fears over potential US control over the aircraft's critical systems. Joachim Schranshofer, head of communications at German defense firm Hensoldt, mentioned concerns about a rumored kill switch embedded in the F-35's software. While there is no official confirmation of such a feature, the idea that the US could disable or limit the functionality of foreign-operated F-35s raises serious sovereignty issues. Germany, which had initially opted for the Eurofighter Typhoon but later added the F-35 for nuclear deterrence missions, is now facing internal debates about whether a European-built solution would provide greater autonomy. Switzerland, known for its neutral stance, made headlines when it decided to purchase 36 F-35As in a $6 billion deal. However, this decision has been met with fierce political opposition. The Swiss Social Democratic Party, or SP, has been leading efforts to cancel the order, citing concerns over cost overruns, maintenance issues, and fears of excessive dependence on US military hardware. Switzerland has historically maintained a careful balance in its defense procurement, and critics argue that committing to the F-35 could compromise the country's ability to remain neutral. The concerns surrounding the F-35 extend beyond these 5 countries. Nations like Finland, South Korea, and the Netherlands have also faced political debates over whether to continue their F-35 commitments. At the core of this skepticism are several factors: high maintenance costs. The F-35 is notoriously expensive to operate, with per-hour flight costs significantly higher than alternatives. Geopolitical risks. US foreign policy shifts can affect arms deals, as seen with Turkey's expulsion. Software and control concerns. Countries worry about being too reliant on US-based updates and permissions for their fighter jets to operate at full capacity. European defense independence. Many European nations are now prioritizing their own aircraft manufacturers to strengthen regional defense capabilities. Despite these concerns, the F-35 remains a powerful aircraft, and many nations continue to see it as a critical asset for their air forces. The U.S. is actively working on addressing maintenance issues and providing reassurances to allies about long-term support and operational control. However, the growing hesitation from key allies signals a potential shift in global defense procurement. As alternative fighter jets gain traction, the dominance of the F-35 in the international market may face increasing challenges. One thing is clear, countries are no longer blindly committing to the F-35. They are asking tough questions about cost, reliability, and sovereignty. And as more nations weigh their options, the future of the F-35 as the world's go-to fighter jet is far from guaranteed.